While grown men in suits argue at conferences about whether artificial intelligence will replace programmers, 18-year-old high schoolers are already making $24 million a year from an app that was written for them by ChatGPT. While hedge funds with multi-million-dollar budgets are searching for profitable stocks, a teenager from rural Oklahoma gives a neural network $100 and beats the Russell 2000 index by 20%. And you know what's the craziest part? This isn't an exception. This is the new normal. Let's take it step by step. So, what actually happened? Before, to launch a startup, you needed a team, a programmer, a designer, a marketer, an investor. You needed connections, experience, a reputation. But now, all those barriers have collapsed in just 2 years. ChatGPT writes code, Claude analyzes data, Midjourney creates designs, and no-code platforms like N8N, Flowise, and Albedo build the apps. And most importantly, all of this either costs nothing at all, or something like $20 a month. Do you know what that means? It means that, for the first time in history, age is no longer a limitation. Experience is no longer a trump card, and connections are no longer your ticket in. Now, the winner is the one who figures out the fastest how to talk to artificial intelligence. Generation Z isn't afraid to experiment. They don't ask for permission, they just do it. And while older colleagues are cautiously testing ChatGPT to draft emails, teenagers are already scaling businesses. Case 1. Nathan Smith, a high schooler from rural Oklahoma. Nathan kept seeing ads for AI trading services. Our algorithm analyzes all stocks. And he thought, why not just give ChatGPT the money and full control? No sooner said than done. He gives the neural network $100 and sets the task. Build a portfolio of low-cap stocks and maximize returns in a month. The period is from June 27th to July 27th. And you know what? ChatGPT picks the stocks, determines the position size, and sets stop losses. Nathan doesn't interfere at all. The result, plus 23.8% in a month. The Russell 2000 index grew only 3.9% over the same period. The neural network outperformed the professional market by almost 6 times. But the most interesting thing isn't the numbers, it's how it did it. The artificial intelligence bought stocks that made up 50% of the portfolio's total profit and then sold them without hesitation because it realized that in microcap stocks, profits can disappear in a day. Nathan says not every hedge fund would dare to make such a move. The guy is 17 years old, he lives in a village, he doesn't have an MBA or connections at Goldman Sachs. But he has curiosity, ChatGPT, and the desire to give it a try. And that's his advantage. The second case, $24 million on calories. It was created by Zach Yadegri, 18 years old, who developed an app for counting calories. You take a picture of your lunch, and it counts the calories. Simple? Yes. Innovative? No. Profitable? $24 million a year. How does it work? Do you think he invented some revolutionary algorithm? Not at all. His app just forwards your photo to ChatGPT and Claude with the right prompt. And the neural network analyzes how many calories are in the picture. You get an answer. That's it. So, he didn't invent anything. He just realized that people don't want to figure out artificial intelligence on their own. They need a button, and he made that button. Under one of his posts, he wrote, "I never let school interfere with my education." And that's the philosophy of the new generation. They don't wait for a diploma. They don't wait for permission. They do. Then, just do. And when people start copying him, Zach says, that's a sign that I'm on the right track. Case 3. Moore Shlomo, Israel. Moore decided to launch a startup in the field of vibe coding. That's when you create an app in plain language, without code, like World, Lovable, Replit. And everyone told him, Moore, you're too late. This niche is taken, you don't have a team, and you don't stand a chance. Moore got fed up and started working on the project alone. How? By using the same vibe coding. In other words, he created a platform for vibe coding using vibe coding. The result, his startup Base 44 was bought by Wix for $80 million. This isn't just a success story, it's proof that the rules of the game have changed forever. Before, if you didn't have a team, you couldn't launch a startup. Now, your team is ChatGPT, Claude, and you. Okay, now let's break down the mechanics. How exactly do they do it? First, they use artificial intelligence not as a tool, but as a partner. Not help me write some text, but you're my CTO. Build me an MVP. It's a difference in approach. Second, they're not afraid to automate. A calorie tracking app, it's just an API wrapper over ChatGPT. A trading bot, just a simple Python script with Yahoo Finance API. They don't need complexity, they need speed. Third, they don't reinvent the wheel. They take existing solutions and package them in a way that's convenient for the average user. Because most people are still afraid of artificial intelligence or don't understand how to use it. Fourth, they monetize everything aggressively, subscriptions, upsells, and so on. It works because the product solves a real problem. And fifth, most importantly, they don't wait for perfect conditions. No team, no problem, no experience. AI will teach you. No money. Start with $100 or even for free. You know what all these people have in common? They didn't ask for permission. They just started. By the way, in my club, I recently published a detailed live stream about how to start your own business in just one day using AI tools. If you're 17, that's not a limitation, it's your advantage. Because you don't have the habit of thinking the old way, you aren't afraid to try, and you have no reason to wait. But that doesn't mean it's too late for older people. Not at all. You just need to stop asking for permission and start doing. And you know what? In 5 years, we'll be talking about this period as the moment when everything changed, when barriers fell, when opportunities became available to everyone. There's only one question. Will you be among those who took advantage of it, or among those who just read about it? If this video resonated with you, give it a like and subscribe to the channel. I'm Anna Rayskaya, and here we talk about how artificial intelligence is changing the game. See you in the next video. Bye.